The Office was a cultural phenomenon here in America.
I know, yeah.
Were you a fan of The Office? Were you familiar with it?
I had never seen it before. In Italy, it was a cult show. It was considered a cult show. I watched the show for the first time in my life after I got the call for the audition on the plane. Because I was coming back from South Africa where I was shooting a movie with Viola Davis. And I used that trip to meet for the first time in my life The Office.
Oh, it was your education.
Yes, exactly. And then I became addicted to it. I could not go to sleep before watching at least 3 episodes on the row of the original Office because it was mood changing. It was bringing me so much real joy. It's weird, like a deep joy.
Who is your favorite character from The Office?
Of course, Steve Carell, because what I love about him is that he made me laugh a lot, but at the same time, he had this innocence here in his glance. There was something very pure and naive about the character, and so he was very tender, so very funny and tender, able to make me laugh and to make me moved.
That's what she said.
Dwight, to me, at first, I could not stand him. I find him so annoying, irritating. I thought, I can't watch this show because of him. I hate him. And then I understood that I wanted more and more and more, and I had never enough of that character. He was a genius.
Then we meet at the Denny's and we compare notes.
No, I never said Denny's, IHOP.
No,
IHOP.
I said
We're
Denny.
going
You
to
know
IHOP.
how I feel about IHOP.
Don't start. Don't. You know what?
Socialist.
And then also John and Yenna. I mean, they were so funny and so real, and I was dying for them to be together. Finally, please.
That wedding episode, one of the best episodes in television history,
Yes.
if I do say so myself.
Yes. Oscar too, that we have
Yes.
the incredible luck to have with us on board. That was an angel on set, just always,
Cheering you on.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Everybody.
Did you reach out to anybody from the original cast, whether it was to get a blessing, their advice, pick their brain?
Oh, that's a good question. When I got the role, I thought I need a blessing. So I wrote to Greg, first of all, if you're still in contact with Steve Carell, can you please let him know that I consider him one of the biggest artists on this planet? And he said, yeah, of course, I'll let him know. He's now playing Uncle Vanya in New York. And I thought, I have to go. I have to meet him. And so I bought the flight. I bought the tickets for the show in Broadway. And I went to see him. And when he arrived on stage, I was so emotional. And I watched the show. He was incredible. And then I went to the green room. I was like a little kid. Really, I was shaking.
We got a meet and greet.
Yeah, exactly.
Meanwhile, he's probably a fan of yours. I'm sure he's seen White Lotus. Come on.
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know about that. But he was the sweetest. He was so incredibly encouraging. He hugged me. He said, "You're going to be great. You're going to have so much fun. And Greg is a genius. He's going to make you feel so comfortable." And so, actually, this is what happened. And then a magic thing happened. Yeah. I consider that a sign. Day one on set, can you imagine how anxious I was? I hadn't slept at night. Yeah. We are in the makeup and hair trailer, and someone is knocking. Knock, knock. It's like very early in the morning. It's 6:00 a.m. And then the doors open, and Steve Carell and John Krasinski, both, they come in the trailer. And I think I'm still dreaming. I can't believe it. I said, "Hi guys, good luck." I said, "How can this be possible?" And they said, "We are shooting right next door an ads about an Italian coffee brand." Come on, die.
If you don't believe in fate, if you don't believe in serendipity.
Exactly.
That's it right there.
Exactly.
I always knew you were funny, but you take it to a new level in this show.
Oh my God. You are going to get tired chasing my busy little body around with that camera.
The Paper. Can you just sort of introduce us? What is this show about? And introduce us to your character.
Allora, the show is about the same universe of The Office. So it's the same crew choosing another story, choosing another office. And now we are inside a newspaper in Toledo, and the newspaper is dying. And the show is about the efforts to make journalism back again to life.
Oh, we like hearing that. We certainly like hearing that. Esmeralda, your character, is a force. In your words, how do you describe her?
She's horrible. She's a monster. She's terrible. Here are two accountants and the head accountant. Boring, boring, and head boring. During the audition, she was pretending to cry, and during the audition, I was really crying, and I was really... So Greg said, Sabrina, do you know that she's pretending to cry and to manipulate? I said, yes, I know, but she's very good at it. And that was a key, and then somehow I wanted this character to be also a bit crazy, because I thought, just in case we're going to do some more seasons, I don't want to be bored by the character. So the more she's crazy, the more she could do anything. Yes. She's very nasty, bossy, manipulative. She's bad. So I was worried, because I thought they're going to hate her. But then I had this intuition about Tweety, the bird. I thought, well, he's very bad. He does the worst things to Sylvester.
Right, taunts him.
Yes, but it's to survive. So Esmeralda, she just fights for survival. She's on war, constant war.
Right, she's misunderstood. She's just trying to survive out here in these rough streets.
Exactly.
I have to tell you, I was so delighted to hear your beautiful Italian accent.
Thank you.
Come through on this show.
Oh, no, don't be so self-deprecating.
Was the character always designed to be Italian, or was that something that you fought for?
Oh, no. Allora, my agent told me, Sabrina, they're looking for an American actress, but they got curious about you after White Lotus. Yeah. So it was mostly just for curiosity that they gave me the opportunity to do this audition. And then they asked me, are you going to be able to do an American accent? And I said, yes, of course.
Can we hear it?
Cheeseburger, like... I don't know. I can say
the most quintessential.
Merry Christmas. I don't know. Hey, bro. I don't know. Like, of course, I'm not able to. I mean, I would need time.
Yes.
And maybe in 3-4 years, I would be good at that.
You get it quicker than that, but yes.
I don't know. But the magic happened, because when I got the call that I was chosen, Greg and Michael, they said, we changed our mind about the accent. We're going to change the entire character. She's going to be Italian, because we love your accent. And so this is what happened. Esmeralda wasn't supposed to be Italian, but now she's Italian. But she lives in the US, and she's learning about the US culture, and she's using everything she learns to her advantage.
Well, listen, I already like Esmeralda's taste in celebrity pop culture. She writes a very hard-hitting news article. I believe it was Ben Affleck's tipping habits.
Exactly.
And
she's very proud of that.
It's her most
one of her best
prize piece of journalism. Yeah, hand her the Peabody. Is the show going to infuse those fun little pop culture nuggets?
I think so.
Yeah?
I think so. I think it's part of the show for sure. And I think there is a lot of improvisation in the show. That's why the show is also very fresh, and things are really happening. But the scripts are already very brilliant, and it's about contemporary society.
How many of you have actually written for a paper before?
I wrote a paper in junior high.
Not quite the same thing.
I've tweeted.
You've tweeted?
I'm in a group text.
It seems like Esmeralda is very much going to go toe-to-toe with Domhnall's character, Ned. Describe to me what it's like working with him, and what is it like butting heads on this show?
I was in awe, and I'm still in awe with Domhnall, because I consider him an incredible actor. So day one, I was feeling so anxious. I invited him on my trailer, and we had lunch on the floor, breaking ice. And then on stage, it's very fascinating. I believe I'm Esmeralda.
Yes.
I'm not Sabrina. I'm Esmeralda. And I become very bitchy with him. Very, very, very bitchy. And I see his reactions. And so I react to him, and I keep reacting. I have to be sadic, I have to be nasty, I have to be bully, I have to be the worst part of Esmeralda, not me, because I'm a very sweet person.
Of course.
But now I'm scared that he couldn't like me in real life. Because sometimes that could happen, you know, that you mix, and sometimes I would like to tell him, Domhnall, I promise, I love you.
A nice person. But I'm not
I'm
Esmeralda.
a nice person. I'm sorry, I'm not Esmeralda. Please, take Esmeralda out
Right,
of me. But
right.
He's incredible, and it's a joy because I don't have to act. I just have to play, which is different.
Yeah.
Like a little kid.
And then just because you brought up White Lotus, who from White Lotus do you think would make for the most fun co-star, most fun cameo on this show?
Oh my God. Jennifer! I mean, Jennifer.
What would she do?
What she wouldn't do.
She and Esmeralda running around wreaking havoc. I'll tune in for that season 2.
Yes.